What's up, BC Squad? Today I'm gonna be doing a mukbang or a mukbang, whatever y'all call it. Everybody call it different. So this mukbang I'm gonna be talking about. I did a video a while ago where me and my son and my mom went to the doctor's. It was supposed to be a doctor's visit. Wait, first of all, let me show y'all what I'm eating first. I'm eating some wings. I got 2 slices of pizza and some garlic bread. And my sauce I have is, I forgot what it's called. But I got some red sauce and I got some ranch and right there. So I'm gonna eat while I'm talking to y'all. Hopefully my face don't get messed up while I'm trying to talk and eat at the same time. But I did a video a while ago where me, my mom, and my son went to the doctor's. It was supposed to be a doctor's visit for my son to check out this little bump that's been growing in his head since he was born, I think. And the doctor's been checking on it for a couple of days or weeks, months. But to get past that, it's nothing. It's just a skull connecting. It's going to go away. So to get past that, I'll just let y'all know that. But I'm be telling you guys how the doctor made my son drop off the bed, the hospital bed. And the hospital bed was not the hospital bed was really high. Like, if my mom stand up, the hospital bed was like near her chest. So for my son to drop off of that bed, y'all know I was irritated. I was mad the whole day. Like, nobody can't send me nothing that day. So what happened was they called us back into our room, and the doctor, they did they hooked him up to the monitor so they could do the blood test, all the stuff that you're supposed to do when you go into the doctor's. So now, once they did that, the doctor, she put up the nurse, she put up the railing thing that is supposed to hold you up, like the bed and the railing thing that's supposed to hold you up. So she left the room. She put it up and then she left the room. And I was changing my son on the bed, and he was holding on to the railing thing. I'm drinking Pepsi. He was holding on to the railing thing, and I turned around. After I changed him, he got up, and he was holding on to it. And I turned around, and I was saying something to my mom. And right when I turned around, all you heard was boom. And then my son started crying, and I'm like, what the heck? And my mom, she thought it was me. She thought it was me that I was watching my son. I was watching my son, like, why didn't I grab him from falling or whatever, or why wasn't I paying attention? But right when I turned around, like, I said, "Ma," and boom. So, like, it was no time for me to turn around and try to grab him or anything. So then I went around the table. The doctor, the nurse, she came back in the room and she was like, "What's happening? What happened?" And my mom was like, "He fell off the railing thing." But no, we was like, he fell. And the doctor was like, oh, is he okay or whatever. But we was like, we don't know. So he was crying. We was trying to calm him down. He wasn't calming down. So my mom was like, she was asking me like, what happened? What happened? I was like, the railing thing fell over. Like, he was on it and he fell over it. Like, it wasn't put upright. He fell over it. So my mom, she got up and she put up the railing thing herself. And she put her hand on it. Like, she just went like this. And the whole railing thing fell over. Because she wanted to check it herself before she made a report. So the nurse that didn't lock the railing thing, she brought another nurse or doctor in and was like, they said the railing thing was up, but he fell over it. Like, she was trying to make it seem like okay, like we're the ones who made him fall. Like, the railing thing was up, and my mom was like, this is what happened. He was on the railing thing, and the railing thing went over with him when he was leaning on it, and that's supposed to be locked. And my mom, she was like, the doctor was like, I put it up. The doctor was like, I put it up, and blah blah this and this and that. And my mom was like, no, you didn't put it up right because if you would have put it up right, I wouldn't have he wouldn't have fell, and then it wouldn't have fell over if I put it up and put it back, and I touched it and it went back down. So after we had our little argument back and forth with that, some other doctors came in because he was crying so long, like nothing could calm him down, nothing. And we was just in a regular waiting room where you first get your little blood checked, like that. And then who is that? And then don't come over here. So then I forgot where I was. Okay, after we had all that little argument, more doctors came in. They was like, what happened? So we had to we kept telling the story over and over to different people. So they was like, do y'all want us to check his head or whatever? Because he fell straight on his face. And you know, if you fall straight on your face, you can hit your neck, your face hurting, your back probably hurting. Cause like you fell straight, so all your head is pushing to your neck pushing to your back. All that stuff could hurt. So we was like, yeah, we want you to check him and make sure everything good. Cause he was not stop crying. So after that, they moved us to the emergency room, and he was crying. They was trying to come in the room, try to calm him down by they said it was water and sugar and a little cup, and it was dipping his pacifier in there and trying to give it to him, and that wouldn't work either. That wasn't working for him. He was still crying, so they was like they're gonna get him some Tylenol, and after a couple of minutes after the Tylenol to see how if he's still crying or whatever. So they gave him the Tylenol. He was still crying, but he was still crying. So after they came back in after the Tylenol, after they came back in after they gave him the Tylenol, and he was still crying, they was like, okay, we're gonna do a CAT scan. What's that CAT scan? It was something scan where you put your body in the big cycle machine and they scan you or whatever, but they only put his head in. So after they said that, we was like, okay, so we waited like 10-20 minutes. Excuse me. We waited like 10-20 minutes until they had the machine ready. So they called us back. So me, my mom, and my son, we went in the room, and they put my son underneath the machine, and it was like play with this toy in front of him. The video cut because my best friend called me talking about he wants some of my food when he get home from work, but I forgot where I was. Okay, so they called us back to the back in the room to get his CAT scan, and they wrapped his head with some blue tape around the machine so he could stay put while they scan his head. Okay. While they scan his head, and they wanted us to play with some toys in front of him so he could keep his eyes in one spot. Yo, I'm getting full. So he could keep his eyes in one spot. I'm done eating. So he could keep his eyes in one spot, and then what happened? So after they did his CAT scan, we went back to the room. The nurse that was like gave him the Tylenol was like, y'all could go ahead and feed him, cause we're not going to do the procedure that we was going to do today because he fell, and they don't want nothing to mess up the procedure because they were supposed to put him to sleep. But I got chicken in my teeth and it's bothering me. So they was like, we're not going to do the procedure, so y'all could go ahead and feed him because he couldn't eat from 12 last night until like 10 and not even like 5 in the afternoon. Cause we left over there late, like it was dark when we was leaving. I think it was dark. It wasn't dark, but it was like getting late. So they came in and said he could eat, and he ate. And after he ate, he fell asleep. He took a nap. So he got to calming down, and they was like, oh, we're sorry that this happened, whatever, you came for one thing and then this happened, so we gotta reschedule it. Well, I gotta hurry up because my phone is on 10%. We gotta reschedule this and blah 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 and this and that. So then so after that we left. Everything was good. My mom wanted to make a report about it, but we went up to the county and was like, could we make a report and blah blah blah. They was like, oh, we already wrote down the report. And my mom was like, but nobody came. My mom was like, but I want to put down my own report because y'all probably gonna put down something else and blah this and that. And they was like, so a lady didn't come to your room to make you write down a report. My mom was like, no, and all this other stuff. And the lady was like, okay, we're going to give you the number where you could
put your report down on. My mom was like, no, we want to do it now. They was like, oh, we can't, and all this other stuff. So we just had to leave. So after we left, we went home, and he was okay the rest of the day. He was good the rest of the day. So that was that time that we went to the doctor for one thing, and my son ended up getting hurt. So this is the end of this video. Like, comment, and subscribe, turn your notifications so you guys don't miss any videos that y'all be posting. And I hope y'all like my intro and outro. It was supposed to be an intro, but y'all was saying that it was too long, so I just cut it in the middle and made it an intro and an outro. So I hope y'all like that. And thanks to Traylon, because Traylon the one that actually made my video, but I did like all the extra, like, comment, subscribe, my Snapchat, my Instagram, all the extra stuff. I put that on there, but I ain't gonna give myself all the credit because Traylon actually made my video. So shout out to him. Yeah, this is the end of this video. If y'all like my little mukbang, whatever y'all call, comment down some story times y'all want me to do, and I'll do some more mukbangs with it, even though I ain't even finished all my food. Like, I really just ate my wings and one slice of pizza. I ate 2.5 wings. I ate like a whole piece of garlic bread, and I didn't even finish one of my pizza. But I tried. I barely eat. So bye, y'all, because I keep rambling. Bye. I'll see y'all in my next video.
There's no such thing as never.